Oh, well, in this case, Okami HD. So, on last stream, we started Okami. We began it. We had a very, very long opening prologue cutscene, lots of cutscenes. And then we explored the wonderful art style town of what is Kamiki Village. We restored the citizens back to life. We helped people out. We gathered some praise that helped us level up. And we ended the stream by buying some food bags. And in between streams, like I said, I did go around town and feed pretty much all the animals I could find, or what I could find to my memory. And from that, we actually have got ourselves 60 praise. But I don't want to upgrade my health yet because we're going to have opportunities to be earning more praise, so I don't want to burn through it. If I can get another ink pot, I might go for that. But let's waste no time and go right out to Shinshu Fields because there was a gigantic boulder blocking the exit/entrance to the village, and we had helped Susano cut down the boulder, while helping the merchant grab Susano to help cut down the boulder. And now we're in Shinshu Fields, and Shinshu Fields, by the looks of it, is cursed. Huh? You probably know this already, Ami, but this here is Shinshu Field, the most beautiful field in Nippon. At least it's supposed to be, but ever since that incident, I've been getting a bad vibe. We better watch where we're going. You can look at the map by holding down L2. Let's pay attention to the map as we push ahead. And we figured out the map was last time, and yeah, our map's looking a little bit cursed and destroyed. So, with the cursed field, as you see, like in Kamiki, everything is grayed out. Oh, wait, another little... Nope. Ami, that's the first Guardian settling marked on our map. It's supposed to be a place for travelers to rest and recuperate, but just look at it. It looks like it could fall over any moment. This place is definitely cursed from the looks of it. Places where evil has taken hold, luring monsters from far and wide, are known as cursed zones. But I've never seen one this big. It's withered all the plant life in the area, even that big tree. It'd take a monster with powers beyond even a god to do this. That tree's an offshoot of Sakuya. It protects nature in the area. Maybe the natural beauty here would return if we revived it. But how the heck could we do that anyway? Well, we have... Oh, I guess it's not going to give me a tutorial. These are demon skulls where we can actually do kind of mandatory, like, we can do optional fights. So as you see, our background of these areas are not red like the mandatory fights in the story. And that's because that little green, like, teal kind of track in the barrier, I can actually attack that enough to break out of here. And it is a way to get out of fights that you would otherwise not really want to be in. But this is a good way to get extra money, extra demon fangs. So it's useful. So the cursed zone, if we go inside it... Oops, sorry. Holy cow, this is bad. It looked like your regular old cursed zone from back there, but the evil here is far worse close up. It would curse a normal person in a flash. I'm afraid it might even rob you of your power. So in here, like in water, we actually slowly die. We cannot use our brush. It actually wipes away all of our ink, and our ink slowly drains. So it is not a place we would like to be. I think we'll be doing some of these optional fights as we run around. What? Okay, there we go. As we run around, because like I said, we do want to be collecting a lot of demon fangs. So it is kind of important that we do that, and having more money is always important. Oh, one guy was not actually dead yet. Yeah, well, we only got 2 demon fangs, so that's still alright. We're still getting in some good yen and money, so I'm not going to complain. But let us head over. I don't think, yeah, there's nothing we can really do with the Guardian Sapling, so we're not even going to waste our time to really go inspect it some more. Again, like I said, taking care of some of these little optional battles. I won't be doing all of them. I'm only especially doing it to these earlier ones because I know I can handle the enemies just fine. So because I know I can handle them and I absolutely memorize what their little floral finishers are, I definitely want to do these because this will be our primary and most easy way to rack up demon fangs, especially early on. And money, as with everything. So since we can't do that, we're going to avoid a couple, well, we'll take care of these. I don't like fighting the red end though, he takes a little bit longer and more to kill, and I don't really appreciate that very much. Oh, it's just, yeah, wow, just him. But we're going to be heading over there where that guy is and that magic portal that will take us to a new area. Is the immediate thing we're going to be doing. Kill him. Let's slice this guy and go grab that demon thing because they will despawn. And that is definitely not something we want to have happen. Alright, here we go. And we're filling up our yen, so we're not going to talk to him at the moment. He's just going to kind of reiterate that the zone is cursed. So we're going to take care of this demon scroll and we're going to head into that new area. Oh, 2 red imps this time. Now, technically we could do aerial swipes because I believe they are faster. But yeah, when you hit the red imps without anything, they move away. So you can't really lock them in place. Certain enemies they're good at, nah, the red imps. And I think even the green imps they're not very useful against either. I don't think they're going to be very useful for it as well. But we're going to head in here. I believe this is... I think it's Hana Valley that we're going to. I think Hana Valley is the first area. Outside of Kamiki in the general area of... yeah, Shinshu Field, Hana Valley. Also seems cursed. Brown water? That's not a good sign. But look, a treasure chest. Or Traveler's Charm. We've already been over what the Traveler's Charm does in the first part, so we're not going to concern ourselves with it this time. You know, you see enemies. I see demon things. I don't want to kill them all at separate times. I want to be able to grab every demon thing separately from each other. I can't swipe because the greens will not die in one hit. Although a power slash does actually almost kill them. So I think that'd be a little bit faster. We burn through ink a little bit faster. Yeah, we burn through ink a lot faster. Now I can't demon thing that guy. Alright, well, we still actually got a fair number. We're not going to complain about that. That was so good. Now that I know green imps can actually almost die in pretty much one strike of the power slash. Oh, so we tried to restore some of Hana Valley and the curse is too strong here. Huh? We got rid of the monsters, so why did the gods' power disappear? Guess the curse on the gods of these lands must be really strong. They can't intervene until we do something about this stagnant air. Well, that's kind of why we're here. We need to find some way to restore Shinshu Field as well. Hey, check out that tree. It's moving. Better be careful, Ami. Yep, that tree will actually try to attack us by throwing fruit at us. You see that? It just threw some fruit at us. Show what we mean business. Try to hit its fruit back at it. Draw one quick stroke to hit the fruit. You remember how, don't you? So, for example, it will freeze enemy attacks and it stuns it. Look, you stunned it with its own fruit. Let's pass on by this creepy old tree while we can. Also, that tree is, yeah, throwing a fruit at us from behind. That is very, very rude. Let's continue onward. Can't do anything about that. There's nothing we can really do to restore any part of Hana Valley until we get here. So we get a little bit past here. Hey, look, it's Susano. But first, we haven't had a new enemy in a little bit here. We've been fighting green and red imps. We need to fight another new enemy. I love how he drums in the beat of the battle. I love it so much. Alright, so these green imps. Alright, well I actually missed one of them. We're going to get a bit overzealous. And we're going to go godless for a moment. And lose our power. Alright, so now this guy. So that's the thing of getting hit. How he went from green godhood to now orange. This enemy is not the easiest to fight. I think there's a way to get him out from underground. I think you actually just have to do enough damage to him. Unless we have to just stay hidden from him, like stay behind him. Will that work? I think that's how you do it. Yep, okay. If you go behind him, he turns gray, and that's how you can kind of get the drop on him. Okay. So I was fighting him wrong. Because he always comes up and faces you, so if you get behind him, he gets confused. Then he turns gray, and he's open for a power slash. And we did bad on time. I think our first time ever doing bad on one of the rankings for a result screen. Alright. We cleared off the mural. What's all that racket? Oh, it's you, Mutt. What are you doing here? Go home. I already told you I'm not looking for apprentices. Anyway, Hana Valley is no place for a mutt like you. Beyond this point lies my secret training ground. It's the perfect place to hide. I mean to train. Scoot, be off with you. Well, can't do anything there. Let's check out this mural. Wow, check out that wall painting. It said that a crystal sphere that makes trees grow is enshrined somewhere around here. Based on this painting here, I'd say the rumor must be true. Still, something's not right. Don't you think there's something missing from this painting? Yeah, let's try drawing a sun. There we go. And that unlocks that boulder that Susano was trying to push with no luck. And what in heaven's name? How did that happen? Well, now I can go hide. I mean, now I can go train. Not subtle in the slightest, Susano. Not subtle at all. Let's follow him. Currently, we still have no way to restore Hana Valley or Shinshu Field, so we might as well at least tail Susano around at least. Hey, a guardian sapling. Similar to that mural. What a strange place. Is this really the secret training ground Susano mentioned? Speaking of which, where'd Pops go anyway? Well, let's focus on finding him first then. Not sure how he got past this if he's this way. And it looks like we found him. Ugh. What now? Foul beast. How did you get in here? Foul beast? You have some nerve sneaking into my private training ground. Now you shall get a taste of my new secret technique. Your foul beast looks like an ordinary sleepy bear to me, Pops. Enough talk. My blade thirsts for battle. Here goes nothing. Susano style. Susano! Not creative, Susano, with your names. Susano! Hello! Now for Susano style. Exploding implosion. Even though we sliced the bear, it just wakes it up. Oh no. That'll teach you, you foolish beast. You're no match for my new secret technique. Hey! Hello everyone! We just sliced a bear in half, which did nothing to it. It's somehow still standing. Rest in peace, foul beast. The Great Warrior Susano condemns the offense, not the offender. Anyway, there are other monsters I must deal with. And then he leaves. I guess he's not going to sleep anymore. Well, since Susano very gracefully knocked the bear off the orb from that mural we saw a little bit earlier, we can now very awkwardly try to push this ball. Headbutting it does not make it move any faster also. So we're going to have to push this back into this main room very awkwardly. Not the greatest. Let's see. Alright, here we go. Up a slope. Our worst enemy. A slope. Oh, come on. Come on. There we go. Jump and get away from the wall. And there we go. There we got it in. Sweet. Wow, someone had a lot of time on their hands to think all this up. So this was that sphere in that wall painting. Okay, okay. Hello everyone! More the merrier, we're playing Okami! We're a god! I bet the sphere here is magic or something. Well, we need to bring that mural full circle by creating a sun to grow the guardian sapling to its adult stage. We're actually not very far into Okami either, so we're actually still near the very beginning. We're kind of ramping everything up, but we're getting there. Right now we're trying to lift the curse off Shinshu Field. Hey, is this a guardian sapling? It's all withered like the others. But it looks like we finally have our power to restore it. What the? Who turned out the lights? Oh, it's another constellation. Ami. Didn't know he was actually going to say her name. Is this one where it starts getting a little bit harder? Do we have to... No. Yes. The constellations are getting harder. Now we have to create 2 stars instead of 1. Oh, it's so much harder. This is going to be a very common power we're going to be using a lot, by the way. Ah, Matarasu, origin of all that is good and mother to us all. My gratitude for releasing my body from its slumber. Please accept my humble thanks in return for your great kindness. I am Sakigami, one of the triumvirate of Flora God. I probably said that word so wrong. Gods known as the Hanagami. My brother and I have been entrusted with the brush. Techniques known collectively as Green Sprout. I now grant my humble power to you. Use it wisely. Why, thank you. Much appreciated. That was Sakigami, one of the gods of Flora. Apparently the bloom brush technique can make flowers blossom simply by drawing a circle on a withered tree. Hey! Maybe it'll make the withered guardian sapling blossom too? Well, let's go. Like with Kamiki Village, we get an awesome custom with music. And I always love how all the trees are cherry blossoms. They're a very beautiful tree. Alright, we restored it. And we get 30 praise. Putting us almost to 100. Wow, look at how everything grew back so quick. Sakuya wasn't kidding about the power of the guardian saplings. So this is what Hana Valley is supposed to look like. Seems Sakuya's guardian sapling has lifted the evil curse. I'm not sure how weak the gods have become recently, but it must have taken some wickedly strong power to suppress this. Magnificent guardian sapling. Even if you are Shira Nui Reborn, we might be up against more than we bargained for. Hey Ami, what about that withered guardian sapling outside? I bet you could revive it like you did this one. And by bringing that guardian sapling back to life, we might be able to lift the curse there too. What are we waiting for? Leap before you think, right? Heck yeah, let's go. But actually not really, because now that we've restored Hana Valley, we actually have to further restore Hana Valley, because it's not actually 100% all better just yet. Almost there, but we got some more work we got to do. Alright, I think he's gonna pop out. We're gonna deal with him first. Oh no! Oh, that guy actually was in his floral finisher state. That should be up. Yeah, there we go. Cherry blossom on both. Let's go. Let's go. We did it. And now we got some more restoration with animals. 15 more praise for a required battle. And we get the feed, which will give us some more praise. And then I think you take herbs, no? Meat? Seeds? Alright. I'm not going to question it. You go for it. You eat what you want, man. So feeding animals doesn't actually give you a whole lot of praise, in all honesty. But when you're feeding like every group of animals you end up coming across, it adds up. That creepy old tree just won't give up. I've got an idea on me. Maybe you could hit its fruit right back at it, and while it's done, you could use bloom to rid it of evil. That sounds like a pretty good idea. There we go. Now, whenever I use the brush, I always hold circle. This edge is all dirty, but that's proof that it's been watching us over for ages. This... Whoa, Ami, hold on. Hana Valley looks so much better now, but what about this gloomy patch of grass? You can use the power of bloom to fill it in. Just fill it with your brush and bloom will take care of it. So for this, pan the camera up. Now, triangle with having thicker ink, this you just, when you have the green tip of your brush, you have to just kind of draw over it. So what we're going to do is we're going to do triangle and do really thick strokes of ink. And just kind of make a bunch of circles over the entire area. And if you do enough, it restores it. Pretty nice. It's pretty easy. I probably didn't actually need to go that hard with all the ink, but better safe than sorry. So these are just tutorials of giving us green spot tips. Like we can, I don't know. Hang on, this isn't super important. For some reason, we got a green spot tip book where we can just do that and like create a tree. Not sure why you would create, like I know in the old legend, okay. I know in the old legend, Shiranui created a tree to kind of stop Orochi from more so like attacking, but it doesn't actually do anything for us. It's kind of useless. This is a little nod at the studio that originally developed Okami, Clover Studios. There's always clovers that you can unearth and rebloom and get some extra praise. Pretty nice. Again, doing a lot of these things don't actually give a ton of praise, but when you start adding them all up, it really starts making a difference. Bloom that tree. Now we can start blooming the black trees that we've been seeing for a while. Now we can start blooming these. We get more fruit, but I'm not like really worried about all of them. So what we can do here with double trees, that should have bloomed both of them. Uh-oh. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Ah, oh, dang it. Alright, we're gonna wait a second. There we go. Again, not having a whole lot of ink really makes a lot of our utility stuff a little bit more difficult to do. Now, if it was nighttime, we'd be able to see this, but I remember where some collectibles are, and here we have a hidden treasure chest with a stray bead. Those rare collectibles that are only going to do something if we collect them all. And now we have this group of enemies again. Oh, how did I miss that green guy? I thought I sliced him. Alright, got him. Out of power at the moment, we're gonna wait. We got these ink pots that the enemies will drop for us. So by slicing them right away, it just brought their shield up immediately. Look at that, this time we got every demon fang from all the enemies we were fighting. Now we're finally gonna restore that that little island that tried to be restored before. now that Hana Valley has been restored. I don't remember the exact number of Demon Fangs that I need for an upcoming really important item that we don't need, but we're going to want incredibly bad. We're still a little bit of ways away from it, but I'm still trying to collect a lot of Demon Fangs to be prepared for when it does unlock. And to conserve our ink, I'm trying to bloom double the trees to use up less ink. I don't know if this will work. That tree might be too far away. Oh, that worked! Oh, sweet. Alright, now we'll feed these monkeys. We're just doing everything to get a bunch of praise very quickly. Like, I want to upgrade my health, but I really want to upgrade my ink again. I think at this point I can probably upgrade both if I'm being perfectly honest. 165. It's 100 for an ink pot, and then it's, I believe it's 60 or 50 for a health. So honestly, we probably could get both at this point, but I'm still going to hold off on all my praise because we're not particularly struggling with doing anything, so I don't find it to be overly necessary. Plus again, you can just do cool stuff like that and just get conservative. So now we have a hidden treasure chest that showed up. That treasure chest will only show up in digging tips. The only real important digging tip you need to know is that by, as I mentioned before, with it being nighttime, when it's nighttime it'll unveil like not green strokes of light, but white ones. And green ones are clovers, are pretty much always a clover. A white one is a treasure chest, specifically hidden treasure chests, and they only show up at night. We are going to be missing a lot of hidden treasure chests later on that I can't remember the location of all of them. But eventually, if we have the power of sunrise to bring out the sun, we'll inevitably get the power to bring out the moon. And this gives us a sun fragment. Collect 3 of these bright fragments to extend solar energy unit by 1. Your equivalent of a heart container in Legend of Zelda. Very similar to Legend of Zelda. This game, honestly, now that I think about it, is very similar to Legend of Zelda. You end up exploring dungeons, you kind of don't have deep combat, but enough deep combat to fight. You help people out by doing little favors and get collectibles. Sun fragments, which are literally heart containers. Very, very similar. And I believe, yes, there is a clover over here. I don't think there's a hidden item, though. I think there's only a clover over here. Well, regardless, I will take my 5 extra praise. It adds up, okay? Alright, now we're heading back to Shinshu Field because now that we have the power of Bloom, we can actually revive the Guardian Sapling. Okay, that's a new brush technique in the bag. Now, Ami, before you get all excited and forget what you're supposed to do, I have an important tip for you. Ready? Okay then. If you ever forget what to do next, press the trackpad button to open the fan menu, and then take a look at the logbook. You'll find your journal there. Hey Ami, what about that wither guardian sapling on the outer field? I bet you could revive it too. And by bringing that guardian sapling back to life, we might be able to lift the curse there too. Your journal is a record of the important dialogue you've heard. It shows all the important info if you have it in that furry little head. Just dig up the info the way I just showed you, and you'll be able to recall important things. Your adventure will be a lot easier if you remember this. Also remember first things first. Okay, let's get going. Yeah, very basic. Like, if you don't play the game for like several days or weeks or however long you'd go without playing a game, it's a way to refresh you, but we don't really have that issue because I'll remember where to go. Freaky, it looks like the river suddenly cleared up. I did see Susano whizzing past here a little while ago, but surely it wasn't him who cleaned up the river, was it? No, that wouldn't make any sense. Well, regardless, he seems kind of happy that we restored Hana Valley's river. Alright, so first things first, before we even start fighting any of these optional demon scrolls, let's immediately go revive Shinshu Fields. There you go, jump through a curse zone. And here we go. Let's bring Shinshu Field back to life. Because then we can actually start exploring Shinshu Fields, and this is a big area. There's a lot to look at here. The effect is so cool, and it's so beautiful looking. Oh man, I love it so much. We've generally restored Shinshu Fields. There's still a lot of little things we can do to restore more to this area, which we're gonna definitely be doing right now. Can you? I don't know. Well, 30 more praise. Now we're at 200. We're gonna be able to get so many power-ups coming up here. Wow, that nasty curse zone is completely gone. The plants and animals are back, and just feel that fresh breeze. Now that's what I call great divine intervention. If you keep on dispelling the evil curse like this, I bet the gods of nature will lend you their powers. And we seem very unconcerned. Alright. Hey, that's Saki's tree, isn't it? Maybe she perked up because you revived a guardian sapling. Well, we can stop by and see her later. I mean, we're kinda on a roll here. How about we take a look around Shinshu Field first? You've been gone 100 years, right? A good run around the place will do you good. Yep. So before we go back to Kamiki, we're actually going to be exploring Shinshu Fields, as I mentioned. Fleeing battle is the thing I mentioned. I will probably actually show that off, although I believe fleeing battle does actually diminish your godhood. Alright, so since we're going to be running around Shinshu Fields, and this guy doesn't really do anything important to us except for the fact that we can sell treasures that we find, we're going to buy a couple more feed bags. We're carrying 6. A lot of animals take this. We're going to buy 9? So was it 15? Yeah. We'll buy 4 of these. We'll buy 1, and we'll buy 2. We don't need, well, buy 3. We don't need a whole lot of fish feed bags. A lot of animals don't really take fish for whatever reason. So, but a lot of animals take seeds, and that's gonna be the big one we want. So yeah, I won't need to do the whole thing. Just do some of that. Just generally cover most of the area with the thick ink, and there you go. 10 more praise. Just back to back, like restore the animals back to life on the ground. Feed them. And there you go. And I like how it always gives the option of biting them. Like, alright, that's a little bit weird, but alright. And now we can start tackling some of these demon scrolls as we progress. Oh, did that ruin it? Yeah, that ruined it. Okay. So, 1 power slash, smack, power slash. Alright, we're probably actually going to have to upgrade our ink pretty immediately, honestly. Because we're running out of ink a little bit too fast, in all honesty. Especially if we're going to be doing some fighting. Let's spend some of our 200 braids. We're going to do another ink. Can't get our ink because we need 200. We don't have that. And let's do a health, and we'll save up for another ink pot. Because we're going to be getting more praise anyways. It's not like we're going to be running short. Whoa. What's up with this little gate? I don't like the looks of it. It's just teeming with evil power. I can feel it. Still, you being a god and all, we can't just ignore it. What do you think, my furry friend? We're going through it or what? A required battle this time. Alright, that 1 extra ink pot's gonna do us a lot of good. So this is more than just a couple enemies. This is actually like a handful of enemies. That guy was getting ready to attack me with his little guitar. Oh yeah, having this 1 extra ink pot is making a big difference. We'll kill that guy. And that guy was in floral finish. See, it's hard when there's so many enemies to know who's in floral finisher and who's not. It honestly is a little bit difficult. And clearing a demon gate kind of restores a bigger area of the world. It usually gives us treasure or hidden items or even extra clovers to sprout. Yeah, and it gives us a larger chunk of praise. Got a vengeance slip. I believe that's the one that temporarily deflects all attacks. Pretty nice actually. So on our map we actually have a lot of hot areas to go check out. So as we work our way around the whole map. Yeah, I don't want to waste my ink on that. Get both of them. Alright, we're getting a lot of demon fangs pretty early on. We're doing really, really well. We're still looking really sick for money. We're spending a lot of our money buying animal feed bags for praise, but that's totally fine. Because we need those things. Alright, let's go check out. After we feed the horses with herbs, because I know they're the one animal that doesn't take seeds in this area. 8 more praise. We're now back up to 90. But 200 praise. That's a long ways from upgrading our ink again. Oh, do we have to fight just this guy? Let's go. Let's go. I know how to tackle you now. Let's go. Oh, dude, I had no idea that power slash was going to straight up kill him. Holy cow. Alright, hang on. There we go. You can stretch the power slash out and be able to hit 2 enemies at once. Even if you have it at a slight angle, you can still get the power slash off. So it's not like it has to be a perfectly horizontal line. There is some leeway in how far the power slash can go at certain angles. Yeah, you keep moving around. We're not worried about you. I'm gonna power slash you now, which won't kill you. There we go. Way better. And there we go. We're doing perfect on honestly everything at the moment. We restore the lake. And we're back over 100. We're now less than 100 away from another ink pot upgrade. Yeah, I'm not concerned whatsoever with upgrading our astral pouch, especially our astral pouch. This here's a dojo. It's where people come to learn sword fighting and martial arts. But who knows if they'll train you here? Maybe if you're a good wolfie, they'll teach you a trick or two. Well, I guess we're going to have to go inside and find out. He probably will, because it's a video game and they're going to teach us, because we're very important. Nope. There we go. Another stray bead. Let's go. Let's go. Alright, so let's head inside the dojo, because this is one of the areas we had to inspect and check out. Well, what do we have here? It looks like I have an adorable Lupin visitor. My name is Onigiri Sensei, and this is my dojo. Fighting Master Onigiri Sensei. What business could a wolf like yourself have at a dojo like this? Certainly you haven't come to study the fighting arts with yours truly. Oh, we're gonna learn to cut that move. I like the cut of your jib, my furry friend. I very much like to while away the hours of play with you, but I'm afraid this place is far too dangerous for creatures like you. That is, of course, unless you can cover the training fee. Alright, so we have a lot of expensive moves here. We've got Fleetfoot. Press R2 to gracefully move out of harm's way. Add a 4th hit to your standard reflector attack combo. So there are different weapons besides the one we are currently using. We are currently using a reflector. Increase the rate of attacks for rosaries. Rosaries is another weapon type. We have not found any yet. Golden Fury. Press circle to insult foes to get Demon Fangs. We want Golden Fury, but I'm going to buy full wins for fighting at the moment. I'll be a monkey's uncle. You've got the cash, have you? I see. I suppose I have no choice. I'll do as you wish and allow you to enroll in my dojo. Oh. Yeah, he is ridiculous, by the way. Wow. Are you mentally prepared to handle the ultimate challenge? Step inside to test your might. He's not actually gonna fight. But he's just so ridiculous and it's so great. Let the lesson begin. We'll practice the 4 winds reflector technique. Take these tips to heart and remember them as we train. And he'll give us the technique tips so we can always look at it again. First press square to begin the attack. And then press it more because it's only a 4-hit combo. Well, did you understand? Do you understand the explanation? Yeah. Very well then. I'll grant you this technique scroll. Check it when you forget what it means to be a warrior. Understand it with your body as well as your mind. On God. And we just have a training dummy. And there you go. That's literally all it is. But this is great. Not bad. Keep it up. Somehow he wills the training dummy back together. But we don't actually need to continue training it. It just allows you to keep practicing the move over and over again to get a feel for it. So you can leave. Had enough, eh? Listen, Wolf, gaining experience in a single skill is admirable, but you must never lose the drive for self-improvement. I pray that you do not forget that. And there you go. Yeah, like I believe you can actually legitimately buy a technique, have him explain it, talk about it, get the scroll, and I think you can just bail. But now we have another goal. We need to save up money. We need to save up for the Golden Fury? We need to save up for that because an easier way to get Demon Fangs is incredibly helpful. Like, insanely helpful to us. So it's something we want to make a priority by, 1, killing enemies to get money, and making sure we keep up our Cherry Blossom, like, perfect rank. And that's also I've been making a point to fight enemies. 1, for Demon Fangs, because, obviously. Alright, these are slightly tougher enemies, so I'm just gonna, like, be more focused on killing them. Especially when there was multiples of the red imps. Oh, he saw me. Alright. And we'll get him on this on the back swing. Let's go. We're just gonna slash him because he's not very strong. And there we go. I don't know how many Demon Fangs we've actually managed to collect so far, but I'll check in a moment. 50. That's pretty good. 50 Demon Fangs is actually a pretty sizable number. Sorry I sit through the menu so fast when it comes to feeding, but feeding is just so simple and the cutscenes are very skippable because they don't actually mean anything to us. It's very easy just to outright skip them. Plus we have a lot of like meticulous things we have to get done in Shinshu Fields, so well, we can't do anything about that at the moment. So I guess we'll have to come back and check that out whenever we have whatever we need. What is this? What do we got over here? Feeding! Oh, like we haven't been doing that already. We already know. Agata Forest Port. The ferry between Shinshu Fields and Agata Forest docks here. The ferry used to run frequently, but it's been out of service ever since the water level dropped. Huh. So there's no real way to Agata Forest at the moment, so I guess we can't go that way. But that does actually mark it. I haven't been looking at the map, but we did have to check out that sign to acknowledge that we checked that out, so at least we got that out of the way. Get me up here. I know Shinshu Fields hidden collectibles pretty well. And we got another stray bead. There's a lot of stray beads, by the way. We're a long ways away from even coming remotely close to getting them all. There are 100 stray beads in the entire game. So we're not going to be finding all 100 anytime soon. Well, let's check out what is... I don't think I can actually do that at the moment. So let's go this way. The Moon Cave entrance. Familiar from the intro, there's something wicked here. Huh. We passed under the shrine gate and followed the narrow path. So where the heck's the Moon Cave? It should be right here. Hey, what's that big old mountain over there? Since when did that appear in the middle of Lake Hamadi? They say the Moon Cave is where Nagi slew the legendary beast. But that huge mountain is way... Oh, crap. I mean, just look at it. It's massive. And the music here. Beautiful. The Moon Cave theme is phenomenal. Piece of music. Beautiful. Youch! What the heck? There's some kind of barrier here? Never seen one so powerful before. We'd be better off staying away from this thing. Well, so we can't go inside the Moon Cave, but again, it was actually something we had to check out, so we had to come here anyways. And as for music, even though I love the Moon Cave theme, we're also a long ways from even hearing my favorite piece of music in the entire game. Like, my favorite piece of music is way later in the game, and it's so perfect. The piece of music I love so much is it's so amazing. Alright, so we have a check mark right by where we're supposed to go, but I want to explore the rest of Shinshu Fields at the moment. So we're going to hold off on the next two things we have to go check out until I explore all of the Shinshu Fields. These enemies again? You guys don't really scream fast battle though, you know. And we're out of ink, but we got every demon fang from even the tougher enemies. Now we've seen enemies drop ink bottles in combat, but they can also drop solar energy to give us health back in mid-battle as well. Weird that we haven't seen that until now, actually. That's a little bit strange. It took us to know to see that. Because I remember seeing it sooner than that. Alright, so we're almost come full circle from where we were. But I want to look around this whole ledge up here because, yes, there are rabbits to feed. Again, I'm just trying to pick up whatever remnant praise I can find. This kind of makes us a bit more powerful than we probably need to be early on in the game, but it's just nice to feed everything and just be a good god. Let's tackle these demon scrolls. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Alright, I can't slice them because, yep. This guy. This guy. Yeah, you see how that's red there? Now we could actually flee the battle if we so desired. And also, you want to make sure you don't accidentally walk out of it either. That would be really awkward. Pick up that money. Was it? I think it was 10,000 we needed. So we're getting close to buying Golden Fury. We're getting there. I want to buy it and show you what it does. Show you how good it is. Oh, I thought I broke his sword earlier on. Give me the demon fang. Thank you. Give me this ink, by the way. I really need it. Alright. Doing really well. Find that one ink pie is making a huge difference in battle. Alright, so there's a clover over here I saw. And it's turning nighttime, which is really important for us. You could say I've been intentionally like doing other stuff to make the sun go down, but we could have forced the sun to go down. But we have so much stuff to look at that it was gonna become dusk anyways, or nighttime. Oh yeah, you can just cover them in ink, and that'll also make them stop blocking, but then the very next hit will make them block. So, not really worth it. Man, we're fighting a lot of red ends. Like a lot of red ends. And I'm trying to go grab all that money, because it doesn't come to us, we have to go manually grab it. Same with the demon fangs, that's why I like walk out of the way to go grab it. I mean, you're easy, but you make the battle feel real slow. I'm not about slow combat at all. Hit, slice. Oh, I need to go for 2 hits. I mean, it still works. Our power slash does enough damage to him that it's not really a problem. All right. Now we've got over 10,000 yen. More praise, more rabbits to feed. We can almost afford the third ink bottle upgrade. It's actually our 3rd total. Alright. Let's talk to this guy who looks like he's having a hard time. Ow, ow, ow. What's going on? Ida of the Dangan Express never trips up. I've fallen, I can't get up. Must be a curse. You need life alert. Express messenger, Ida. I don't have time for falling over. People are waiting for mail. Those monsters must have set some kind of trap for me as a joke. Darn it, I knew I should have brought a traveler's charm. Hey, Pooch, that's a traveler's charm you've got there, isn't it? And we offer it to him, and it does actually cure him. Oh, yes. I feel so light, my body feels as light as a feather. Thanks, Pooch, you saved me. I can't hang about. Gotta catch up with my deliveries. But he does actually praise us because we helped him. And he runs fast. Alright. That sun should be setting any moment since the rooster cod, chicken cod, whatever. In the meantime, we'll keep fighting these enemies because it's giving us money and we actually need to double back towards the dojo anyways. There we go. Man, there's no way our pouch is going to fill up of money. So there's no way, but we're doing really well. I want the green imp. Give me the green man. Put an end to him. Okay, you come here. The money in the ink. Yeah, the ink power is really great. Like, it really makes combat feel amazing. Grab our money and demon fangs. Kill this guy. This gave us, I feel like, a lot of money. Yeah, 2,000 yen? I mean, just for the bonus? Oh, that was great. Hey! And 15 more, we're almost to 200. Maybe feed these rabbits are gonna put us where we need to be. There's a lot of rabbits here. Oh, exactly. We're not gonna buy the ink pod though with exactly 200. We're still gonna wait. Especially since we're not actually really having any issues with running out of ink. And back here in the corner, right as it turns nighttime. So if I would have waited a moment, you would have seen that treasure chest would have had a beam of white light emitting from it. And this will actually help us find if there's any more that I might have missed in this general area. I don't think I've missed any. Like, I'm pretty confident I didn't miss any. It doesn't look like it. Oh, perfect, baby. Yeah, if they're now in nighttime, here's the big difference. At nighttime, demon skulls will come after us. That's a big difference. I don't know why this one's a required battle. That's a little bit strange. That this one's required. But yeah, at nighttime, demon skulls will actively chase you down. Not like a whole bunch or relentlessly, but going near them does make the demon skull chase you. Alright. Now that we've grabbed everything else in this entire area, let's finally head to where we needed to go this whole time. Oh, I was like, what is that? Rabbit. Fight this scroll. Yes, this one's not required. That's a little bit weird. Man, having that fourth reflector attack is also just really nice to have, too. It does make a significant difference. And we got it. Really, the Demon Fang couldn't have landed on top of me when we needed it? Alright. Cool strain. Alright, now to go down here that we didn't explore last time. Another Demon Skull, which we'll fight. Really, I just fought you guys. I thought you did something a little bit. I think the Demon Skulls at night too are actually more powerful, or at least more dangerous. Because as you see, like the last, what, 2 Demon Skulls we fought have had Elite style enemies in it. So they're tougher. But they're still absolutely no match for us. They still die like they're nothing. Alright. Let's bloom this tree that blends in perfectly with the dark. Only tree to bloom right here. Not gonna bother that scroll at the moment, but here we go. Another new enemy. I'm not particularly good at fighting these enemies, so I apologize if this looks like a pretty sloppy fight. But hey, look, green imps. Hey. I know how to handle you guys. Give me the money. So, okay, so these fish blades that he's hitting out, we can slice those back at him. The big difference is that as he's almost dead, he will try to explode on us. Chinese cabbage. It kills the astropods a little bit. But yeah, as he lands, he will grab onto you and kind of tick down to blow up. And I don't like the fish flying. I don't really know what to call them, honestly. I know they all have a name, but I don't know his name off the top of my head. Sadly. Ah. That one chased me down pretty good, actually. I was actually trying to work my way around it, and I couldn't get around it. Whoa, we finally got hit? What? And they were too close together to take them down separately. That's alright, though. Alright, this is what I mean. So now that it's nighttime, this hidden treasure chest is signified by a beam of white light. And not green like the clovers have had. To obtain a vase. Which I think we've already read the description of before. I mean, the treasure descriptions aren't really all that important. They're just kind of cool little things to see. Can't do anything about that. Let's see what this is. Legend of Orochi. We will actually read that though because that's more lore. I believe that is in Travel Guide. Yes. The hamlet of Kamiki lies nestled in the Shinshu fields of Nippon. This village bears the burden of a sad and troublesome tradition. Each year on the... Actually, I'm not going to read this one because this was actually fully detailed in the beginning of the game, which was very long and not very enjoyable. So we'll read other lore ones, but not that one. No. That can't be right. I shouldn't be doing that. No. I checked and double checked my formula. No. Hey, you there? Got a minute? Whoa, what's this little whisk doing here? Hey, who are you calling a whisk? I'm assuming the wandering artist. Well, you're a little ball of fire, aren't you? I'm Tama. Tama, the flaming pyrotechnist. That's what they call me. Flaming pyrotechnist, Tama. Listen up, you two. I'm just about to set off a humdinger of a doozy. Take a look at the formula I posted on the wall there. My whole career as a pyrotechnist has led to that formula, friends. It's for a little firework I've dubbed the Midnight Wonder Boy. There's only one problem. Even though I know the formula is sound, it's not working right yet. I know. Listen, Pop. You've got good eyes. Fiery eyes. Smoldering eyes. Maybe your red-hot glare is just what I need to set this off. Feast your eyes on the greatest display the world has ever seen. Hold on to your hats, kids. Here I go. The brightest constellation in the sky. The Midnight Wonder Boy. I need to draw the formula on the wall. Creates a bomb. Holy smokes! That Tama may have a few screws loose, but boy can he deliver. That light again. Oh, it's another constellation. Ami. Forget that he says her name. Two stars. Getting real difficult, baby. Alright. Amaterasu, the origin of all that is good and mother to us all. Too often, it is easy to forget that which we cannot see. Hidden away, I had lost track of you, but now my soul is at ease. I, Bakugami, god of explosive force, lend my power to your cause. Use the cherry bomb to lay waste to foes and obstacles alike. Alright. I like how it gets blown up and his power just kind of rolls into the side of us, like... The gods are getting a bit more humorous now. Hey, did another brush technique just come back to you? That's Bakugami, the god of explosions. His technique is called Cherry Bomb. Tama's enthusiasm must have awakened the god's power in you. Well, what are you waiting for? Let's give the Cherry Bomb a try. What about that cracked wall over there? Why don't you try a Cherry Bomb on it? But be careful. So now that crack we saw earlier by a god village's entrance, we can now actually blow that up and get in there and see what was finally in there. Whoa, look at that hole. It busted that cracked wall to smithereens. The cherry bomb is one destructive technique. I mean, just think of what it could do to monsters. It's going to be tricky handling something that powerful. But I bet you'll be using it all the time once you master it. So our two big offensive brush techniques in combat is cherry bomb and power slash. I'm personally more of a power slash kind of guy myself, but that's honestly just me. Alright, so we're gonna avoid that demon scroll for the moment, because once we buy Golden Fury, we're not gonna have to fight every demon scroll, especially now that we have good money. But we are gonna head back over here because there was a crack in the wall over here, and we have to double back by a Got Village because there's one over there. There we go. Now we got an exorcism slip, which will do slight damage to nearby enemies. Alright, now to head over to a god. And we actually have to hit up the dojo, so we have to go learn that new technique. And, uh-oh. Ah, now it's daytime. That's actually fine. So, oh, hey. I missed one. See? I'm telling you, I miss them. So, the reason why we were also doing a stray bead. Oh, dude, we needed that. So, the big reason why I was also doing other stuff is because, as you saw, we needed to be I wanted to be nighttime. Tama, you can only go to when it is nighttime. That ground is a bit harder. We can't actually dig that 4-leaf clover out of the ground just yet. Not yet, but at some point we will. So yeah, it was actually very important that we, so the last thing we're going to check out is actually going to make our game nighttime, which is fine. Normally you would go there, make it nighttime, do the thing there, and then you would head to Tama's because then it would be nighttime. But since we had a lot to look at throughout Shinshu Field, it didn't actually matter because we just made it nighttime naturally by just wasting time. Oh. See, yeah, see, Golden Fury is 100,000. Yeah, I thought Golden Fury was 10,000. Whoops. Well, anyways, not the big of a deal. We can head to a god village and break the cherry bomb there and go check out that last thing down there by the Moon Cave's entrance. And we found quite a bit in Shinshu Fields. We got a lot of praise. We got a handful of stray beads. What? Plus, cherry bomb's a little finicky to draw sometimes. At least for me it is. Alright, here we go. No fall damage, baby. We can fall as high as we want. It don't matter. Alright, here we go. Yeah. Oh, dear me. This is awful. Priest of Moonshine, Mika. Most welcome guest has wandered near our shrine. Your timing is immaculate, Wolf. I need to speak to you. Outside is Lake Harami, Nippon's largest lake. In the middle of it, there was an old shrine called the Moon Cave, but it's completely disappeared, vanished into thin air. It enshrined the wicked demon that Nagi and Shinui once defeated. It housed Tsukuyomi, the fabled sword that keeps the demon at bay. That demon, its name was... No, I'll be cursed if I say that. Anyway, the point is, what on earth has happened to the shrine? It's guarded day and night by the town master Waka. On the one occasion he has to go back to the city, this happens. Oh dear. Lately there have been monsters haunting these parts as well. Those mischief-making monsters are the worst. I expect this is their doing. Well, maybe not this time, but they still need to be dealt with. I've already prepared a wanted list for them. Miko's monster notebook. The gods will have marked all those wanted monsters with a sign. You'll know as soon as you lay eyes on them. However, they're very cautious. They only come out at night. Will you go put this list up somewhere obvious, Wolf? I'm sure some brave soul will step up to the challenge. You obtain Nika's monster notebook. May the gods protect you always. Hey, this is a sweet job for us, Ami. Let's keep this list handy and take care of all those mischief-making monsters ourselves. I mean, we're gonna run into them whether we like it or not. So, we might as well collect the reward too. Anyway, it seems they only come out at night. Let's give it a shot. And when you leave Mika's hut, it immediately turns to straight nighttime. Onimaru, the incorrigible, appeared. What's with this monster? It's got an exercising arrow stuck in it. Exercising arrows are sacred relics for driving away evil. That means somebody really wanted to get rid of this monster. Come on, Ami, finish it off. Don't let it get away. Yeah, but the green imps is soon. But the green imps. Man, we're doing a lot more damage now. It's crazy. Like, we haven't actually upgraded a weapon or anything, but it just feels like we're a lot stronger. Here we go. And he has been defeated. Sliced in half. What a cruel twist of fate that has happened to him. That poor man. That was one of those monsters from the monster notebook. And we just happened to find it. Boy, you never know what you'll find next. You know that monster notebook you have? Well, you can cross out that one monster you've taken care of. There you go. So we have 4 more to fight. But... oh, I think we've seen about all there is here in Shinshu Field. Maybe it's time we checked in on Sakuya back in Kamiki Village? So... like with feeding the animals, in between streams I'll be finding those wanted monsters and defeating them. The reward that is obtained, because the scrolls that those wanted monsters are in do not look any different than any normal scroll, so you have to fight like every scroll in the area, which kinda sucks. But we also need the money. I'll detail the reward once I have it, but I can confirm that it is worth doing. The reward that we'll get from Mika is actually very useful for us to have, so I would recommend doing it. It's very helpful. But I'll be taking care of those wanted monsters in between streams, and next time on Okami we will be going back to Kamiki Village and seeing what we can do, especially now that we have Bloom, because there were a lot of black trees in Kamiki Village we had not saved because we had no way to revive them. So I'll see you guys on the next stream for more Okami. I'll catch you guys then.